Y'all, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Lissa. Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make a socket to me peach cobbler or socket to me cake peach cobbler. So all you're gonna need is a box of cake mix. I'm using a vanilla flavor, but you can do a butter too, or like yellow cake. And obviously you're gonna need the ingredients on the back, so that's why I got my oil and my egg whites here. You're gonna need some nuts. I'm using pecans and walnuts, but you can just use pecans if you want to. You're gonna need some powdered sugar, some brown sugar. Then you're gonna need 2 big cans of peaches. These are the 29 ounces. You're gonna need some cornstarch, some cinnamon, and then some milk. All right, y'all, so for the first step, I'm gonna just go ahead and take my mixing bowl and add in my cake mix. Lord Jesus. And I'm just following the instructions. So the box says to add in 1 cup of water and then a ½ cup of vegetable oil. So I'm gonna do a ½ cup. And then I don't have eggs, so I'm using egg whites, which is valid. And I'm gonna just put 1/3 cup of eggs because Google told me that equals 3 eggs. So that's what we doing. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up. All right, y'all. So as you can see, it's just regular old cake mix batter. I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit of nutmeg because that's what I want to do. Just a dash, just to add some pizzazz or whatever. And we're gonna go ahead and do the next step. All right, y'all, so for the next step, we're gonna go ahead and make our little cinnamon swirl nut filling stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put like, I don't know, it's like a cup and a half of brown sugar in a bowl. Then we're gonna take our nuts. Again, I'm using pecans and walnuts, but you can use whatever you like. And I'm gonna put a little bit of cinnamon on that mug, just a little bit. That's probably like less than a teaspoon. And we just gonna mix this up. And this gonna be our little filling, y'all. Again, if you don't like walnuts, you can just do pecans. Or if you don't like pecans, you can use walnuts. Whatever you want to do, y'all. So yeah, next step. Y'all, so now we're gonna make our slurry. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And this is what we're gonna use to thicken up our little peach sauce. I got 1/3 cup of water here. And we're just gonna mix that up until there's no like lumps of cornstarch anywhere. But yeah, y'all, it's just, it look like milk or something, but that's what you need. Also, for the next step, we're gonna go ahead and pour our peaches into our baking dish. So I got 1 can that's got all the syrup in it, and you wanna just pour that up in there. And then my other can, I drank the syrup up out of it because we don't need all that syrup. Okay, so then I'm gonna pour my slurry up in there. It's not really a slurry, but it's gonna thicken it up good. And I'm just gonna put just a little bit of brown sugar up in there, nothing crazy. You can flavor this however you want. If you don't want it that sweet, you really don't gotta put no extra sugar. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of cinnamon on there, just a little bit, y'all. And I'm gonna go ahead and just mix that up. Nice and mixed. All right, so got that mixed up, and I'm gonna take our little nut mixture here, and we're gonna sprinkle some on top of that. And that's why I said you really don't need to put no extra sugar if you don't want to, because it's gonna be some sugar in there for sure. But I am extra like that, so I'm sprinkling a little bit, maybe like 1/3 of my mixture. And then we're gonna take our cake mix, and I'm gonna try to do half of the batter on top of the peaches. Do half. Spread it out good, because I want this to cover the peaches. Okay? So, I'll be right back. Hold on. I couldn't find my rubber spatula, so I'm just using a spoon. But you just want to lightly push the cake batter over the peaches like this. I'm trying to cover it. It might not be perfect, but that's okay. It's gonna bake up. But I want to definitely have 2 different layers here. So spread it out as much as you can. Then we're gonna come in with some more of our nuts and sugar, and I'm gonna put most of this on here, because this is the real layer right here for the cake. All right, I'm gonna just save a little bit just to, you know, put a little on the top too. Now we're gonna put the rest of our cake batter. Again, I'm trying to spread it out so that we can cover this pecan and sugar mixture as much as possible. Scrape that. I'm gonna get the rest of this out and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we just gonna go ahead and spread the batter on top of the sugar and stuff. And I'm just trying to cover as much of that as I can. It's okay if it's not completely covered though, y'all, for real. But I just want it that way. I want it that way. All right, so now I'm just gonna put just a little something on top. I mean, you really don't gotta do this. You could put it all in the middle, but I'm putting a little on top just so you can see what's in that mug. All right, y'all. So now we're gonna go ahead and pop this in the oven on 350. I decided the last minute I'm gonna just take a toothpick and kind of like swirl it a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna actually do anything or not, but we're gonna see when it come up out the oven. Just a little swirl. All right. So yeah, we're gonna bake this on 350, y'all. All right, y'all. Ooh, not that smoking. All right, y'all. So we've been baking this for about 45 minutes. And as you can see, our peaches then started bubbling and all that. All right, y'all. So it's been about 45 minutes. And as you can see, our peaches then started to get nice and saucy and bubbly. We're gonna go ahead and take this out, and I'm gonna show you the next step. Y'all, so for our last step, I got about a half a cup of powdered sugar here. And I'm gonna just go ahead, I forgot to mention, you're gonna need some vanilla extract. I'm gonna put a little drop of that up in there. You don't really need it, but I'm putting it. And then we're just gonna put a little drop of milk, y'all. Just enough to make this, you know, liquidy. You don't want it too liquidy though. So just mix it up until all the lumps of the sugar is gone. But yeah, y'all, you just want to mix it till all your powdered sugar lumps are gone. And this is our glaze, y'all. Y'all, so for the last step, we're just gonna go ahead and pour our glaze on top of the cobbler. I ain't put it too much because I really didn't want this to be like crazy sweet. It's probably gonna be sweet as hell, but it's gonna be good. So yeah, y'all, this is the end result. I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up and we're gonna taste it. Oh All right, y'all. So this is the end result of our Sock It To Me cake peach cobbler. I definitely could have let it sit up a little longer, but that's fine. It's nice and ready to eat. And get everything. Ooh, shit. You know what? It's hard for me to pick it up, but this is good, y'all, for real. The nuts. It just, I mean, it's a good little spin on peach cobbler. Peach cobbler is peach cobbler, y'all. But it's real good, for real. So, if you are new to making peach cobbler or you just want to try a different recipe, I suggest you try this recipe out. It's real good and it's super easy, y'all. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.